talk about this idea that we are our own doctors. We are our own specialists. We know best what's best for us. But we have gotten so disconnected that we're always searching to others for answers. And we're always looking to people of power to tell us what's best for us. What's best for it. I hope you enjoy the baby coos in the back. She's chatting along on this one. I think she agrees that we look to others to guide us, to lead us, to tell us ultimately what's best for us, what's best for our bodies, even when sometimes that doesn't resonate with us, and it creates fear, and it creates doubt, and it creates worry, and we put so much stock in these quote medical professionals, and I know I'm a doctor, right? But the types of doctors that we should be seeking out, the types of providers that we should be seeking out are the ones who help empower us to come to our own conclusions on how to heal ourselves, on what's best for us. And it doesn't mean that you're not looking to others for advice, but take that advice with a grain of salt and ask, does this resonate with me? Does this truly feel good to me to go this route? Or does it feel icky? And does it feel like I shouldn't be doing this and I'd rather be doing something else, and all the things, right? And seek out the ones that help empower you. And if you, so example with myself, when I was going through my NDE, this was after I came back, and I had started with this mother-daughter team. The mother is an energy worker and the daughter is a naturopath, and I love the mother. The mother and I really resonated. I loved her treatment approaches. I loved her energy. And the naturopathic doctor, I remember she offered cupping, and I remember going in and being like, one day, like, I want cupping done today. And she was like, oh, well, I was thinking that we should do acupuncture today. And I was like, and I let her, right? Like, instead of me finding my voice and being like, no, this is a treatment that you offer, and this is a treatment that I want today, cupping. I'm not feeling the acupuncture, the needles today. I'll let you know in the future if the service that you provide is something that resonates with me. I let her dictate. And it wasn't what I wanted, and I never did get the cupping from her. I ended up leaving and not continuing on with my treatment there before doing the cupping. And that was just one of the things that irked me, was like, I'm telling you what I feel like my body needs, and you're talking me out of it into something else. And of course, you know, being raised to be very submissive and to do what others say, and to put my life and my you know, my life often in the hands of others to dictate. I mean, I literally walked on eggshells to not make my dad upset, and you know, as a teenager, when you start rebelling and speaking up, and it did not go well. Getting pinned against the kitchen counter with my dad screaming in my face, not fun, right? So definitely me speaking up for myself was not encouraged growing up. So it makes sense, right? And I'm still working on finding my voice, but that's one thing that I'm here to say is you as the patient, as the client. It's your body, it's your right to choose, and Lord knows women having babies is one of those hot button topics of, you go into a hospital and you become a protocol. You're not a person, they go through their protocol of stuff to do. And I experienced that giving birth to my first daughter, and I experienced it in the couple of times that my ex-husband and I took her to the emergency room for things, putting our lives in somebody else's hands. And nobody introduces themselves when they come in. You are not a person. They're not a person. You are just a thing to be dealt with. There's no explaining what's going to go on ahead of time. There's no, asking for consent before doing it. They're like, this is what we're doing, And I remember, going in when I was ready to push with my first daughter, because I was not confident yet to give birth at home and to trust myself and my abilities. And I got the chance to heal with my third daughter, and my third child, my second daughter. And going in, and they just immediately start the protocols of, here, have a seat on the table, we'll be right back to hook you up to the equipment. And my ex-husband, I go, you need to go tell somebody I'm getting the urge to push. And he does, and all of a sudden there's like 4 nurses standing around me, and they're like, what, you're getting the urge to push, and this is your first baby? And they're like, well, do you want to check her because you saw her earlier today? No. Do you want to check her? And I'm like, I don't care, somebody just check me. And they do, and I'm 10 centimeters plus 1. 10 centimeters is fully dilated. Head plus 1 means head is crowning. It is go time, folks. There is no hooking me up to machines. There is no monitoring me. It is go time. And, so I'm told, just sit back. We're going up to this delivery room. And then I'm sitting on, I'm trying to stay, in, right? I am all focused on what is going on. I'm ready to just push this baby out. And they have me sit. Do you know how uncomfortable it is to sit when there is a baby crowning out of your vagina? And you're told to sit on it? I'm sorry, what? Where does that make sense at all? And they start poking and jabbing me with IVs, and I was super bruised, and none were successful. And thank goodness for my doctor who gets there, super calm, collected, and he's like, all right, clears them all out, talks to me one-on-one. You're young, you're healthy, this baby's ready to come, let's just lay back and push. And again, there was no, which position would you like to push? Baby's ready to come. How would you like to deliver your baby? No, there is no empowerment even there, but at least there was some empowerment of, let's just go ahead and do this, versus you're just a procedure to them. And that often is what happens with medical professionals, and I don't even know if it's that they think that they know best, but more so maybe the corporation that they're working for, the company they're working for, has specific standards, specific protocols, whether it's out of fear, whether it's out of, money making, whatever, or maybe they're just in such a routine and habit they don't even think to ask, oh, you're a person, you might know what's best for you. And that's one of my things in treatment, is I always check in with the person. I always ask what they want me to focus on today, and I always ask if there's a specific modality that they feel called to today. And sometimes they're very adamant of yes, I think cupping would help this today. And sometimes they're like, I don't know, I'm going to leave it up to you and what you feel drawn to. And then I'll use my intuition and my guidance to see. And there are times when they say something and all of a sudden I'm working and my hands are, elsewhere on the limb that I'm working on, and they're like, oh wow, that's actually way more sore than I realized, and oh, I guess, or they'll say, oh, when you push there, that's actually referring up to the pain that I wanted you to work on, and it's like, oh, well, maybe it was actually a trigger point elsewhere, referring that pain up. And for some reason, my intuition, their guides told me to go there. But I always listen and ask the client and I never tell them no. I never tell them no, this is what we're doing instead. Find a provider that empowers you, that listens to you, that you resonate with, that feels right to you, that feels good to you. And trust that, and just trust that you know what's best for you and your body and your treatment, your course of treatment, whatever it is. So I love you, and I hope this video helps you some, and all the things. And I have super exciting news coming up for those of you that have asked me if I will travel to go bring my somatic trauma release to you. I have a really fun and exciting announcement that I'm going to unroll in the next couple days, so keep a lookout.